15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Calm down.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing his Wentz.
Why does it do that? I didn't want to run in front of him and get pass interference, but yet when I go for the pick, he runs 10 yards. He can take like 3 steps back.
Second of their timeouts, as they'll stop
That's
with
weak.
just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Talia, go get me your brother's pajamas on his bed.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. Buying time to his... And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They're not in his bed.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Look in the bathroom and look
I'm
again.
not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of
Were they in the
people say it's not
bathroom?
worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down to the locker room.
It was on the bed?
No.
JJ, come here.
It's on the counter.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 15 seconds to go in this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half, as the Ravens push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to.
I'm trying to hide in my room. Told you my room's on the play area.
To go
Get out.
and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Already at the line,
JJ.
Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Hands up. Other hand up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Change that, boy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hold on, Papa, come here.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Put this in the trash. Hey, go put this in the trash.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And only able to get 2 here.
Come on, boy.
Stopped at the 30.
They tried to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Put you in the door, you home. I'm back, Rudy. Appreciate you. I have to pause and get my kids on their nightgowns.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jaleel Scott, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And
wow. The type of catches we're both been getting is ridiculous.
A gain of 32 that time.
He didn't even jump.
They're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Wentz now on 1st down. It's caught by Jackson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making...
There goes Mark Ingram. 20.
You're not about to just give me an easy TD like that and pull everybody.
On the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Here's Jackson. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. And oh, it's blocked. And the Eagles have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I think I missed the most extra point and field goals in the league. And I got the best kicker in the league.
Goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He burned him and he didn't even go for the ball. Yeah, Madden playing you this game.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
He didn't even jump.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early.
I guess maybe because I got cheated by Madden last game, Madden's trying to help me out this game.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
I wish Madden would have stayed out of it last game. I would have won.
4 here, up to their own 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Babe.
Wentz now to throw. And it falls incomplete after.
Why you let Riley finesse you?
A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I know you didn't. She finessed you. Why'd you go tell your mom you didn't have no juice? Go lay down. Lay down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
Sorry.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards.
I'll give you that one since you want to move your guy up my way. I was like, you know what? I'll give you that one too.
74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success. Because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards as a pickup there as that extends his drive. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Go lay down.
Here's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Wentz now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders.
Hey, what type of big old hole is that?
He stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second down and goal. Wentz. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just
come here.
they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Lay down. I don't want to hear it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Yes, ma'am.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And
the blue one, right? Yeah, I can't find it. I was going to ask you that yesterday when I was making his food.
Points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That's how we do it, baby. Go, go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 20.
He had, last time I saw was like 3 nights ago.
After the sack, work to be done.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it yesterday at all.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. They find some open field here.
Almost.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. This is Ingram. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty
so was it thrown away?
By at least a factor of 5.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz.
This man is mossing everybody.
There on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
No comment.
It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Joseph on for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.